Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Casey Smith and I'm here with the Lantern Sports game breakdown of Ohio State's film versus the Maryland Terrapins. Here I'm going to be breaking down a little bit of CJ Stroud and just what he did right, what he did wrong, and just everything of the sort. So in this first play, he's lined up in the shotgun with a pistol formation and Jeremy Ruckert is going in motion. Here he takes a snap. And see, take a note of the offensive line here. Look at how clean this pocket is for Stroud to work with. The tackles, they're doing their job. Cade Stover right here, the extra tight end that was lined up, flanking the offensive lineman, doing a great job. So he has such a clean pocket to work with all the time for success for a quarterback. Slides up in the pocket and delivers a strike on the money to Garrett Wilson down the sideline for a big 22-yard gain. And as we roll it out, just watch right here at the end of the play. Garrett Wilson pops the first down. That's all you got to do. Just move the sticks, keep it rolling. So here, shotgun set. Ohio State loves to run the spread offense. Another clean pocket to work with. Let me run it back just a little bit. Take note of how tight of a window this is that CJ Stroud is able to fit it into. If it misses just by a little bit, this cornerback right here, Tarheeb Still for Maryland, he gets a hand on that ball, and this is not a completion to Jackson Smith-Njigba. There were 3 defenders around him, but he was able to fit it into a window and be able to move the chains. Touchdown drive, same thing. This next play, Stroud lines up under center, fake the end around to Garrett Wilson, who was going in motion. This backer right here, he bit on the motion, and an easy pitch and catch to the defenders that were still looking in the backfield, getting fooled by that motion pre-snap. I really like to see a lot of the pre-snap motion. You saw a lot of that with Urban Meyer and his time here at Ohio State. Not so much really with Ryan Day, pre-snap with the jet sweeps and stuff like that. With CJ Stroud getting adjusted, I thought Ryan Day did a great job using the jet sweeps and the pop passes and stuff like that. And you saw it there, it worked out to where these 2 defenders, you see their backs. And Chris Olave, he's by them and in the end zone. Another play here. CJ Stroud's ball placement couldn't have been any better. He underthrew the pass a little bit just into this, with this defender trailing Jackson Smith-Njigba. But I think the way he was able to put nice touch on the ball and lead him down the field is what really made this play successful and set up a nice pitch and catch here that you'll see. So here the Buckeyes, they're lined up in a pre-snap. They have 4 wide receivers. There's one off screen here. I believe, yeah, it's Jackson Smith-Njigba. You have Travion Henderson flanking CJ Stroud to the right here. I got to give the offensive line credit here. Look at how clean this pocket is. I know Maryland only rushed 4, so Ohio State has the extra offensive lineman to work, but the way the left tackle was able to keep that edge rusher from getting into CJ Stroud is great. But look at the pocket presence of CJ Stroud to step up and slide and be able to pick up just a couple yards as opposed to taking a sack there. That was one big knock that I realized with Justin Fields, is that he held onto the ball a little bit too long. But with CJ Stroud on that play, he was able to feel and sense the pressure coming off the left end, and he was able to pick up positive yardage to extend the drive a little bit. On this next play here, Chris Olave, he goes in motion pre-snap. You have 2 tight ends off the ball of DeJuan Jones here. You have Garrett Wilson here lined up wide. Once again, Maryland only rushes 4. They drop a lot of guys in coverage. They played a lot of man coverage Saturday, and Mike Loxley, their head coach, said it was almost like their guys were falling out of airplanes. See, Chris Olave, he was by that defender. Once again, Tarheeb Still. They went at him a lot that day. He just overthrew Chris Olave ever so slightly. And I wanted to bring that up because as a young quarterback, your emotions can get the best of you. And I feel like CJ Stroud is still sort of coming into his own, just only having a couple starts under his belt. And some of those nerves can come into play where you make sort of silly mistakes, where you just ever so slightly overthrow a guy, but he picks it up just a couple plays later and delivers an easy pitch and catch to Garrett Wilson. It was very reminiscent of Justin Fields in the semifinal game against Clemson last year. Once again, another play action. And this one, it's more so on Chris Olave to make a great play. But just still, I was impressed with Stroud's ability to even give him a chance to make that play. Had he thrown it right at the defender's back, Chris Olave would have never had a chance to even make that play. So I think just his play action ability and being able to have that pressure in his face and still deliver a strike, I think that was great out of C.J. Stroud. And I expect to see more as the season goes on. So stay tuned for another episode of Lantern Sports Play Breakdown. We'll see you next week.